Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. This isn't a normal episode, this is something slightly different. So, as I was playing the next chapter, after this, I was thinking to myself, this is a bit too easy. I'm not really enjoying myself, honestly. It felt exactly like Path of Radiance, and I heard it gets easier after the beginning, even, for a while at least. So I wasn't gonna do that, because I was really bored. And it's not like I didn't like the game, it's just the lowest difficulty is a bit too easy for me. So I pumped it up one to normal, and I've been having a whole lot of fun. It's a lot of thinking, and a lot more of the Fire Emblem that I'm used to, at least. So our characters are a bit different than they were. I've tried to replicate our run pretty well. If not, it's a slightly better cast that we have, but it's largely the same people that got some XP. I'll show you in a second. The main reason I was afraid of turning up to normal is not because I didn't think I couldn't do it, or that I could do it. I was pretty confident in myself that I could do it, but I didn't want it to turn into So let's take a look at how different the units are. Micaiah, I've had both a good and bad experience with. So, I got one of the Seraph robes from the chapters we missed initially, so she still has super high HP along with her HP growth just going well. Her magic is good. Her other stats, I'm afraid, aren't so great. Her skill isn't anywhere as near as high as it was before, and her speed is just abysmal. Her speed right now is supposed to be at 12, but it's at 9. I'm really worried about her, and I don't know what it is, and this is probably why I don't like mages much in Fire Emblem. Maybe aside from loot, because she's, like, near broken. But a lot of the time, I just end up so speed screwed with them, and I don't know what it is. It's not because there's anything wrong with her stats, it's just how they end up for me, and it's a real bummer. But she's still doing good. Nothing different with her skill-wise. We have Soth, who I've given a few more levels than I did before. Nothing else. Normal mode does make you use him a bit more, and I did. We have Volug, who I've barely used. I just haven't had to. Tronio, who I've used one time. No, I've actually used him several times. He's thrown a few javelins. We have Edward, who is doing just as good as he was before, if not better. He's a super good unit. I can't argue. And as you guys said, I gave him cancel, and that skill is so good on him. There's nothing like the feeling of him proccing cancel on the first hit of a double, and just destroying the enemy unit without taking damage. It's so nuts. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about Radiant Dawn, is all the skills are just so good. But aside from that, whoops. Yeah, so as you can see, we are one level earlier than we were supposed to be. But anyways, sorry, let me go back so we can take a look real quick at the rest of these. We have Leonardo, who I've used even less. We have Nolan. Nolan is doing so good. I think his strength's a little, well, he's doing kind of good and kind of bad. So, he's gotten a few near blank level ups where he's just gotten a single thing of HP or a single thing of resistance, so that's just bad RNG, but for the most part, he's doing just as good as he was before. I don't think he's going to end up quite as good, but he's doing his job just fine. We also have Laura, who I've managed to level up to 9 without even using any bonus XP. She's going to be a much higher level than she was before. I plan on promoting her early. Not this early, though. She still has a while to go. But yeah, her support with Aaron's going much better than it did before. We have Ileana, who I haven't used much. I've used her when needed. We have Aaron, who I've probably used a lot less than I did in our normal playthrough, mainly because I'm using him as a shield wall. But his stats are going better, so that's a good thing to see. We have Meg, who I haven't used. Jill, I haven't had to use yet. I do like using her, but I just haven't had to yet. There's a Hark, who's just been clean up, and yeah. That's our current roster. So anyways, I'm gonna have an announcement coming in a week or so for something I need your guys' help on. I've debated this specific something for months, and I finally decided to do it, just because, like, the overwhelming response I got when asking this question elsewhere. So I'm gonna make a video about that in about a week, and the next video for this series should be up, I don't know, within a day or two. Between going through all of this, I have stuff to do, and it's taking a little bit to get here. In fact, I just went through it all morning and got to this point, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully this is gonna be one of the best LPs of this game ever. Can't wait to see you on the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Riding out.